Ladies and mostly gentlemen, today we're going to talk about mounts, and more specifically we're going to talk about the 8 brand new mounts coming to the game in patch 9.1 that you can farm daily in Corthia and the more. But before we get into all of that, guys, I just want to shout out my twitch.tv/MrGM. If you want to check me out streaming World of Warcraft, be it classic, retail, PTR, beta, anything like that, I'm over on twitch.tv/MrGM every single day. Right, so a brand new WoW patch finally, and a brand new batch of mounts that you can farm daily. 9.1 has a ton of mounts, but in this video we are going to go over the ones that you can specifically farm daily on your characters. So if you have a ton of characters, you can just farm this, a bunch of times every day. The drop rates, we're not really too sure on, honestly, and I'll mention specific stuff when we get to it. One of them did drop for me on the PTR, so that means I'm never ever going to get it on live, so that's very unfortunate. But 4 of these mounts are actually Covenant specific, and I'll mention that as and when. So let's just dive straight into it with the first mount, which is the Garnet Razorwing. Now this drops from Relwick, the Defiant, in the southern part of Corthia. All of the coordinates for these NPCs will be in the description below this video. So yeah, as I said, this drops from Relwick, the Defiant. This is one of those new Corthian bird mount things. You probably could solo this. For some reason I couldn't solo it. It didn't really have a lot of health, but it hit pretty hard and had some abilities. But yeah, you could probably solo this if you're a decent player, unlike me. Yeah, so it just drops from this. You just got to touch the egg there, and it flies down, and you got to attack it. Now, yeah, it's pretty easy. It's a pretty simple mount there. You just got to go to that southernmost part of Corthia and kill Relwick and hope that the mount drops. And as I said, that is farmable daily. The next mount is the Rampaging Mauler. This is one of those new kind of Devourer mounts. Looks really cool, actually. I do like the animations on this mount quite a lot. This drops from the Obliterator. I don't know how to pronounce that at all. This actually spawns in several locations throughout Corthia. Essentially, you just got to keep an eye on your map. A massive star will appear on your map, and that will show the location of the rare. It also has some text in the chat that says a massive Devourer tears an opening into Corthia, and once that happens, the rare will spawn and he'll be patrolling. I'm pretty sure you can't solo it. I think you need a small group to do it. Shout out to Zah Frostpet on YouTube for the footage. I could not find this for love nor money. So shout out to him for this footage here. If you want to check out his channel, it will be linked below, of course. So yeah, so basically when you're doing your Corthia dailies, just kind of wait for him to spawn and hope for the best that the Rampaging Mauler drops for you. The next mount is the Fallen Charger's Reins. Now this drops from the Fallen Charger. Now this is actually a really cool looking mount, and this is the mount that I actually did obtain on the PTR, so I'm not actually sure of the drop rate. A couple comments on Wowhead saying it's actually kind of common. It is a tough cookie to kill. You're going to probably need 2 to 3 people to kill this NPC. It's got about 930k HP. Now as for where this spawns, it actually spawns in the moor, and it will be running through the moor. Now according to some comments on Wowhead, the fastest spawn they've seen is an hour, the slowest is 6 hours, and the average is kind of 4 hours spawn time. So you kind of got to get lucky here. Maybe do some kind of realm hopping here, looking on the look of a group finder and stuff like that to see if anyone has the Fallen Charger up. This is a map here. This is provided by this user here on Wowhead. Shout out to him for putting this map together. But this is kind of the spawn route of the Fallen Charger, and obviously once you find it, engage it, kill it, and hope that the mount drops. As I mentioned, this did drop for me on the first kill, so I don't know if it's 100%. It might be 100% for someone in the group. I was not in a group at the time. I was lucky enough that it attacked Vash on the Necrolord Assault at the same time, so I was pretty lucky in regards to that. I don't know if that's something that's going to happen all the time, but I was pretty lucky in regards to not having to tank the NPC there. So yeah, Fallen Charger's Reins, a great looking mount, that new kind of ghosty horse mount. I really do like it a lot, and yeah, it drops from the Fallen Charger's Reins in the moor, which you can now mount and run around in as well, so you don't have to, like, worry too much about that. It's kind of acts like a normal zone in 9.1. The next mount that you can farm daily is the Crimson Shardhide. This drops from Malbog in Corthia. Now this is actually a really cool little event. If you go to the Keeper's Respite and the NPC Caretaker Karkay is spawned, you can actually speak to him to start the event, and what you do is essentially follow the kind of purple footprints, and that'll lead to Malbog. So that's essentially how you spawn him. Pretty easy to solo. You just got to hope that the Caretaker is up. If the Caretaker isn't there, you can actually go to the location of Malbog in Corthia and hope that he is actually spawned. But essentially, yeah, it's a pretty quick reset as well, and the mount looks great. It's obviously just a mountable version of Malbog. So yeah, it's one of those kind of like Corthia bear mounts, which I think look really, really cool. So yeah, if you want to go find that, speak to Caretaker Karkay, or just go to the location of Malbog spawned in Corthia. The next 4 mounts are actually Covenant specific, so we're going to start off with the Kyrian mount, which is the Foresworn Aquilon. This drops from the Wild World Cracker. Now the event starts here with Popo. You have to do a potion patrol with Popo. Essentially you find him in the moor in this location here, click him and kind of follow him around until the Wild Worldcracker spawns. Yeah, pretty simple. Like, a couple things will spawn out while you're running along. Very easy to do solo, not to worry too much there. So if you're a Kyrian, you have to find the Wild Worldcracker coming out of this portal here, or find Popo to start the event. The next mount is the Ardenweald mount, and this is the Summer Wildling harness. This drops from the Escaped Wilderling. This event is on the western side of Corthia here on the map. Essentially, you just got to click the Escaped Wildling and kind of follow the steps to complete it, and you'll get a little box for doing all of that, which will start a quest for you to hand in to get the Summer Wildling harness. Very, very simple, no killing required. Probably the easiest one out of all of this list, but again, it is not a guaranteed drop, so you just got to kind of do it daily until it happens. The next mount is the Lord of the Corpsflies. This is the Necrolord mount, and this drops from Fleshwing. Fleshwing is located on the west side of Corthia. If you're a Necrolord, you can start this event, and basically you just got to speak to Cadaverous and pick up the corpses and put them on the pile. The bar will fill up, and then Fleshwing will spawn, and you can just kill him daily to have a chance at the Lord of the Corpsefly mount. This is obviously the Covenant-specific mount for the Necrolord. It's a great-looking mount, and yeah, pretty easy to kill Fleshwing on your own, so yeah, not too much of a bother there. The final mount on this list is for the Venthyr. This is the Mastercraft Gravewing. This drops to the Stygian Stonecrusher. The Stygian Stonecrusher is located in the southernmost part of Corthia, right here on the map. Pretty easy here. You just got to speak to Drippy and he'll start the event. Very, very simple. He'll just simply start repairing the Gravewing, and then eventually the Stygian Stonecrusher will spawn and you'll just kill that. Very easy to solo. Not a problem at all. Very easy to get to as well. So that is the mount for the Venthyr, and personally, one of my favorite mounts in 9.1 for sure. So guys, that's it. That's the 8 brand new mounts coming in Chains of Domination that you can farm daily. Let me know down below which is your favorite. Let me know if you got any first time when the patch launches on June 29th. I'd love to hear all about that. And if you have any more information about any of these mounts or any of the spawn points or information about the Fallen Charger or the Rampaging Mauler or things like that, please do leave a comment in the comment section below, and hopefully that will help some people out. But yeah, again, the patch hasn't launched, so we don't have, you know, a million eyes on this kind of data right now, but obviously once it launches and everyone's running around and finding out more information will come out about these mounts. But guys, thank you very much for watching. Before I go, I'd like to give a massive shout out to our amazing patrons, YouTube channel members, and Twitch subs. You guys are awesome, and if you'd like to support the channel in any of those ways, links are down below. So leave a like on this video, guys, if you liked it, and subscribe if you haven't. I've also got a partner Discord channel with over 3,000 members, and as I said, I am now streaming on twitch.tv/MrGM. If you want to see me streaming any sort of World of Warcraft, I'm over on Twitch every single day. We're having a great time over there. Obviously, the patch launching next week. We're going to be farming these mounts all the time and doing all sorts of fun stuff with you guys. So if you want to check me out, guys, twitch.tv/MrGM every single day. And with that, guys, I'll see you next time.